So, I used to have this addiction to Minecraft when I was in middle school. And what happened was, oh wait, is this the same video? Wait, this is a different video, right? Alright, so what are we talking about? We're talking about what truly breaks or makes your desires, and that you have nothing to do with this process. So, I guess I'll bring up the first example that it was when I had my cat for about 7 to 8 months, and what happened was I always had the desire to live with a cat or to experience a cat, right? And what happened was I ended up buying a cat on my last birthday that I had last year, and because I just had the desire to do it. I had the desire to like own a cat or to like live with a cat and just to experience a cat in general. So for those who don't know, I had a cat named Ghost that I made a few videos or so on with this channel, and I ended up having to rehome him because he was very troubled, but I wanted to continue his spiritual evolution, so I gave him to somebody else because I couldn't have him inside anymore because he was very mean. He was very mean to me. He was very mean to my guests, my friends, my family that would come over, and I just did not want to have him over anymore. I wanted him to be outside like the wild cat that he was, or I wanted to rehome him. But I knew I couldn't put him outside because there were too many coyotes and there were too many cars. So I had to rehome him, and that's kind of what just completely diminished that desire. Like, I was able to burn up or diminish desire within just 7 to 8 months by experiencing a cat from hell who was very mean to me, who would like jump on my face at 3 in the morning and wake me up. It was just not nice. He didn't like me very much. I don't think he was very happy, and I don't think that our personalities like mixed very well, right? So basically that desire that I had, that was burnt away or diminished within just 7 to 8 months, and that was it. I don't have the desire to live with another cat. Personally, I like all animals. I like all pets and beings alike, but I don't personally have the desire to do it anymore, to to want to live with a cat anymore, or to want to experience a cat. And that's just an example of how life can build up your desires and then diminish them, maybe quickly, right? But you have no part of this process, right? You think that you do because you think you're the doer, right? You think you're making the decisions to go this way or to go that way or to do this or to do that. You think you're the doer, right? But ultimately life is the force. There's this greater force that is beyond us, that is building up our desires and then diminishing them, right? Maybe we're given the desires from birth. Maybe, like a lot of people, or the majority, we have to live through life to accumulate and build up desires. right? Just so that we can quickly diminish them or live more life to then diminish them later on or somewhere down the road, right? So, right, like life will work through us to make the decisions to to reach our desires and to experience them. Or it can work outside of ourselves and force us into certain situations or bring certain people or things into our life to then get rid of these desires for us that it's been given to us, that it gave to us in the first place, right? Like through living experience or through being born, right? Or so forth, right? But for the majority, it's just living experience where we go through life and we're accumulating these desires as we go, and we're diminishing them as we go so we could be free of them, so we could have more space. Our consciousness is more free. There's more space for us to work with when it comes to accelerating ourselves and expanding our consciousness. And this is the whole process. Another example is I wanted to make music when I was in high school. And because I had a lot of friends who made music like when I would go to their house or they would come to my house, we would like talk about music, and they had their SoundCloud pages and I had mine. I remember one day I made my first song and we were in class and all the kids were showing each other the song that my first song that I made, and then the teacher saw it, and then I shut my laptop and I was just so embarrassed because the song I did not like the song. I went home and I deleted the song. I was done. I didn't like the way my music sounded, and then I realized that it takes a lot of time to make good quality music, like good quality sounding music. It takes like 10 hours a day of practicing and mixing and mastering. And if you want to make good quality music, it's going to take time. It's a process. And I knew that I had the creative abilities to make good music, especially now. Like, I know that I can make good music, but I don't want to commit to sitting down for 10 plus hours and staring at a screen in a dark room and just being uncomfortable in my desk, and to make music that I won't even like to listen to, because I'm 9 times out of 10 I might hate the way my own music sounds. And that's why most SoundCloud artists or SoundCloud creators, they delete their songs. They delete their songs, or they delete their music. They archive their music. They delete their pages, and it makes me so mad when I find good music and they just deleted their whole page. So I was going to do the same thing probably, or anyway, like everybody else who makes music on SoundCloud. And I mean, it might sound good to somebody else if it doesn't sound good to me, but I just knew either way it was going to take time to get good at my craft when it came to making music and like putting together songs and writing songs. And I just knew like it just takes so much time and energy and effort that I just don't want to do it. I don't want to commit. I want to commit to something else. So I had the desire to make music and to be successful, and it just was diminished. Once I realized, and this was years later, that I don't want to spend all this time sitting and looking at a screen and putting in all this mental energy, mental energy into this craft. So it just diminished. I was done after that. Once I saw that I didn't want to commit to it or do it. And that's what life can do. Life can throw certain situations at you to crash those desires down, to diminish those desires. If you don't do it yourself, if life doesn't play through you to make you go do these things that it gave you, when it gave you these desires in the first place to be free from, it's going to send certain people or certain situations or certain things your way when you don't even realize it, or when you least expect it. So, but how do you know what a desire is? Like, a desire is something where you wake up and you think to go do that thing. You get pulled magnetically in that direction to go and experience that thing, or to go make that YouTube video, or to go work that job, or go experience that thing, or whatever it is. And you just keep thinking about it. It attaches itself to your consciousness through the body when it comes to thought, right? And your mind, and it just keeps just kind of pulling you in that direction to want to go experience that, to want to go taste that experience. And that's basically what the desire is. And you'll just keep thinking about it, or you'll keep, even subconsciously, even when you're not trying to think about it, you just naturally get pulled in that direction. You'll find that you'll keep going there until you actually get there, and then you live the experience, you live the desire. So right, but this is a force that is beyond us. This is a force that is greater than just the doer doing something and going out and chasing something, or wanting to go and experience that specific thing. This is a force that's beyond that. And what's good about being free of desires is, well, your consciousness has more space. You're more free. You have more space within yourself to work on yourself and to expand your consciousness. Now, you don't have something pulling from your consciousness, right? You have more space to create, So when it comes to your consciousness, when it comes to your awareness, here, right? Because in this 3D game, in this 3D world that we're in, we're moving around. We think we're doing this. We think we're doing that. We're chasing this experience. We're chasing that desire. And once we finally taste that experience or that desire, then it's we may never want to. Most likely, we may never want to come back to it, or maybe we will for a few years. Like I did with my Minecraft addiction when I was in middle school. I spent hours every day playing Minecraft with my friends from school. I would go to the library after school, and I would play for 3-4 hours a day until the library closed, right? And what started this desire was the fact that I was introduced to the game when I was on this computer that I was playing on, and I found this game Minecraft, and I'm like, oh wow. And then I just I downloaded it, and that's just when the desire came to be, to just keep coming back to it, to keep experiencing it until I don't want to experience it anymore, and I wanted to be done with it. I was so done with the game because I played it so much that I was just very desensitized from it. And when you expose yourself to something for so long, you like just have to think about it, and you already know everything about it. So there's no point to go back to the game if I know everything about the game. And I was just so desensitized, and just like I overdid it. So yeah, that was what just freed me from my Minecraft addiction, was just getting involved with that addiction for a few years to just finally never want to go back to it again. Like, I just don't even want to look at the game anymore in real life. So maybe I'll think about the game because of like the fun times that I had back then and the memories, but it's over. Like, I don't really have the desire to go back to it. So this is how life kind of works when it comes to desires, and it comes to life building up your desires and diminishing them for you, right? Because we think we're the doer, we think we're doing things, and we think we're chasing our desires and we're experiencing them firsthand, but that's just life, you know, playing through us. That's in this 3D game, in this 3D world. You can call it God, you can call it the universe. It has a million different names. Every name is the right name, right? Like in religions, Buddha, Jesus, Krishna, it's all the same thing. So I think that's it. I wanted to live with a cat, but I ended up living with a hell cat that crashed that desire down. Like, my desire was done after that. After experiencing a hell cat for like 8 months, that desire was done. I'm like, bye. And wanting to make music, realizing how much of a process it is, how much work and energy and time you have to put into it, that burned that desire down. And then my Minecraft addiction that I had in middle school was just done once I left, once I got older. So I think that's it. I don't know what else to, as far as the examples, I don't know what else to really bring up. So I wanted to finish the video by saying the best part, it's not even like what you need to focus on. You need to focus on just experiencing and tasting your desires, whatever it is, whatever comes up later in your life, whatever has already been there since you were born that you still have yet to experience. You don't need to try and experience, try and check your checklist and just make, try and go through it really fast. Just let life flow. If you want to go experience something, go experience something. If you want to go try something, go try something. If you want to go do something, go do something. It doesn't matter like how high you are spiritually, or if you're like one of the highest masters. Majority of the people here are going to have a desire of some sort, something that they have to experience. That's another reason why we're here on this plane and we're here in this 3D world. And the benefits to this is Well, this frees up space. You don't have something that's pulling and drawing from your consciousness. Once you cut off the cord of which that's pulling and stealing from your consciousness, you have more space to work with. You have more space to expand your own consciousness while you're here, and to grow that consciousness and to elevate yourself, right? And to even gain new wisdom and insights through through experiencing and living life that you can apply to your own life and you can give to other people, like in these videos.